Hey everyone, today we're diving into one of the most intense and complex characters in the Marvel Universe, Kraven the Hunter. Buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride through the life of a man who's so much more than just another villain, the man behind the legend. Sergei Kravinoff isn't your typical bad guy. He's a legendary big game hunter whose reputation stretches across continents. Imagine growing up in pre-revolutionary Russia, born into a noble family that had seen better days. For Sergei, hunting wasn't just a hobby, it was an obsession, a way of proving his worth in a world that was rapidly changing. Picture this, a young man who sees hunting as the purest form of human challenge, not just tracking animals, but understanding them. Becoming one with the hunt. It's like a chess match where the stakes are life and death, and Kraven always believes he's several moves ahead, the SpiderMan Obsession. Now here's where things get interesting. In the comic book world, Kraven becomes absolutely fixated on Spider-Man. But this isn't your typical hero-villain rivalry. For Kraven, defeating Spider-Man isn't just about winning, it's about proving he's the ultimate predator. Think about it like this. Imagine you're the world's best marathon runner, and there's one runner you can never quite catch. That's Kraven and Spider-Man. Each encounter becomes a test of skill, of primal hunting instinct versus superhuman ability. The legendary Kraven's Last Hunt. If you know anything about Kraven, you've probably heard about Kraven's Last Hunt, arguably one of the most psychologically intense storylines in comic book history. Without spoiling too much, it's a narrative that goes far beyond a simple superhero confrontation. It's a deep dive into obsession, identity, and the thin line between hunter and hunted. This storyline is so powerful because it transforms Kraven from a seemingly one-dimensional villain into a complex, almost tragic figure. He's not just trying to defeat Spider-Man, he's trying to prove something fundamental about himself and his place in the world. The Hunter's philosophy. Kraven's entire worldview is built around a few core beliefs. He sees modern civilization as weak, soft. For him, true strength comes from connecting with your most primal instincts. It's like comparing a domesticated house cat to a wild tiger. There's a fundamental difference in spirit, in raw survival capability. He doesn't just hunt with weapons, he hunts with his entire being. Tracking prey isn't about technology or fancy equipment. It's about understanding, patience, and becoming one with the environment. Kraven could track an animal through terrain where others would get lost in minutes. Cultural and psychological depth. What makes Kraven fascinating is how he represents something deeper than just a comic book villain. He's a commentary on masculinity, on the human desire to prove oneself, on the tension between civilization and our more primal nature. Imagine feeling like you have to constantly prove your worth, like every challenge is a test of your entire existence. That's Kraven's world. He's not just hunting animals or superheroes, he's hunting validation, respect, a sense of purpose. Beyond the comics, Kraven's impact goes way beyond the comic book pages. He's appeared in animated series, video games, and now with the recent movie, he's entering mainstream pop culture in a whole new way. What's remarkable is how a character created in 1964 continues to resonate. His themes of challenge, of pushing human limits, of understanding one's true nature, these are timeless. The legacy of a hunter. As we wrap up our journey through Kraven's world, remember this. He's not just a villain. He's a complex character study, a man driven by an unquenchable need to prove himself, to push beyond human limitations. In many ways, Kraven represents something we all feel sometimes, that desire to be extraordinary, to transcend our limitations, to be the absolute best version of ourselves. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Kraven the Hunter, smash that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what fascinates you most about this incredible character. Until next time, stay curious, stay hungry, and keep hunting your dreams.